And welcome to St. Louis Park High School Stadium for tonight's Metro West Conference Boys Soccer match between the Chaska Hawks and the St. Louis Park Orioles. Chaska with a record of 5-2-1, St. Louis Park with a record of 2-4-0. And the starting lineups real quickly for the Chaska Hawks: in goal, number 1, Quinton Geddes; number 3, Ethan Schneider; 4, Adam Wilson; 5, Cooper Peterson; 7, Fernando Machaca Sanchez; number 8, Edgar Robles; number 10, Christopher Corrales Castro; 11 is Gilbert Waaka; number 17, Aiden Dwalin; and number 20, Jacob Steffes. Head coach, Michael O'Reilly; and assistants, Isaac Olivares, Eric Adams, and Carol Henderson. For the Orioles, starting in goal, number 0, Wesley Smith. Also playing number 2, John Tweet; number 3, Marco Cucci; number 6, John Ryan; 7, Elijah Proust; number 13, Arjuna Morgeson; number 15, Gail Mateo; number 16, Grayson Bell; 17, Raul Sanchez Sandoval; number 20, Robo Tefera; and number 22, Owen Anklin. And the referees for tonight's match, Ron Leaf, Cliff Anderson, and Jim Engelking. And we're underway. Ball played into the St. Louis Park Orioles zone. And it's going to be a throw-in. This is Ira Gerwitz here on my own this evening, so we'll try to keep you as appraised of the action as I possibly can. Ball into the penalty area, and a whistle and an offside is called. Free kick coming up for the Orioles tonight. Senior night for St. Louis Park for both boys and girls teams. Ball's out in center of the field. Chaska trying to work it through, but the Oriole defense is there to break it up. Play it out on the far side. And it's over the touchline for an Oriole throw-in. And finally, the Hawks will come away with it, coming down on the near side. Broken up there nicely by the defender, but the Hawks get it back, and that player is offside, so he can't get it, so it's going to be a goal kick. Nice weather here for soccer tonight. Temperature in the mid-upper 70s. We had a little rainfall prior to the match, but everything seemed to have dried out since then. And the ball caroms off the Oriole player. Drop it back. Plays it out wide on this near side. But the ball is Proust. Proust plays it down the line. Tried to get it to Sanchez Sandoval. And the ball is sent down the Oriole zone. This could be a race. The player was onside, so shot, he scores. In the 3rd minute, he was just waiting up high on the center line. Ball was played through, and he played it very patiently and scores.
Scoring for Chaska, number 22, Jacob Steppes. Time of the goal, 2:55.
Yes, I was
Steppes at 2:55.
reading the wrong roster when I said who scored. It was Steffes who scored. Number 22. And it's 1-0 in favor of Chaska. Don't want to really fall behind that early in the match, but it happened, and now the Orioles are going to have to fight their way back. Controlled there by Chaska. They drop it back to the fullback on the near side. He plays it up, cuts it back into the middle. That was Chaska Sanchez. Played it outside. And they drop it back to the outside fullback. And controlled it midfield by Robles. He plays it out wide to the left of the field. The Orioles get it. And ball's tackled away and controlled by Chaska. Orioles break up that through ball. And long ball played deep into the Oriole zone, and it's out of touch, and it'll be a throw-in for St. Louis Park.
Number 18, Jacob Enningberg, enters the game for St. Louis Park.
Jacob Eggenberg. I'll get it right. Eggenberg into the game for the Orioles. Number 18. Here's a ball down the left side. Oh, it's intercepted by the Hawks. Orioles steal it back and tried to play the ball to the center striker, but that was intercepted. And now the Hawks come on the counterattack. And it's going to be an easy save there for Smith. Hawks play it all the way back to their goalkeeper. And they start the attack out wide on the left. Play it into the middle. Orioles take it away, and here they come on the attack. Man breaking on the right-hand side, but that's going to be too far, and it's going to be a goal kick. Hawks in control in their own zone, and now they play it down the line. The Orioles intercept that one touch, and they send it long. But that's going to be right to a Chaska player, but bounds away, and then the Orioles pick it up at midfield. Long ball just over the top of the Oriole forward. Battling for the ball, and it's going to be a foul called against the Orioles. I believe the referee's signaling that he tugged at the shirt, and so we're going to have a free kick coming up here for Chaska. Played out on the near side, looked to cut it back, but his pass was off target, and the Orioles picked it up, but now they're possessed by Chaska. Dispossessed, I should say, not depossessed. There's a long shot. Oh, and it's off the football crossbar for a goal kick. That shot was taken by Corrales Castro. Kick is away. The Orioles had it for a moment, but now it's picked off by Chaska, and then the Orioles do the return favor and take it back. Here comes the Orioles. Oh, breaking down the right side. He beats the defender with a touch. Looking for some support. Gets it there, and a long shot, high and wide. That one taken by Kochi. No, that's number 3. Number 2, Tuit. 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 And
Number 9,
number 9
Bjorn
for the Orioles.
Bleski is
Bjorn
now in the
Bleski
game
in
for the Orioles.
St. Louis Park. Orioles deflect that pass intended for Chaska, and now they take it midfield, but intercepted there by Chaska. And the Orioles get it back. Had his man open on the left side, but I think he was cutting back, worrying that he was going to be offside, and he wasn't, but it was an easy giveaway to Chaska. Get controlled by Chaska. And a foul is called on St. Louis Park for pushing. Here, take another look at it right here. There's pushed off with a arm and elbow. Ball played to the top of the box. Attempted clear by St. Louis Park on Corrales Castro's free kick. And it goes out over the touchline for a Chaska throw-in. Adam Wilson will take the throw. There's a push by Chaska trying to win the ball, and there's a delayed call finally. Played out to the halfway line. Orioles get the ball, play it up, right to a Chaska player, and now here's another chance for the Hawks. Good shoulder charge there. Goal kick. Chaska controlling it. Plays out wide, intercepted by St. Louis Park, and then deflected out. And doesn't get out over the touchline, though. And now the Orioles try to keep it in, and they do. And finally, it's a throw-in for the Orioles. Foul called against St. Louis Park. And we may have a yellow card. Nope. Yes, we're going to have a yellow card here in the 12th minute of the match. Well, I guess he only gave him a verbal caution. I thought I saw the yellow card come out, but player's still down, you can see. And now he's up.
Number 14, Aiden Pals, is now in the game for the Hawks.
And for Aiden Pals will come in for Wa'aka after that injury. It was close to being a legal shoulder charge, but I didn't have the angle the referee had, so. And here we go. And a nice save there by the Oriole goalkeeper, Wesley Smith, as he came way out and pulled that one out of the air. Here comes a chance for the Orioles on the counterattack on the far side. Slows it down, and it's out over the touchline. Chaska gets the ball back. And another throw in for Chaska. Orioles intercept that throw, and here comes a chance right down the middle, but the goalkeeper's coming way out, but they're going to say it was offside. And there's a trip by St. Louis Park. Free kick coming up for Chaska. Free kick near the top of the penalty area. Goalkeeper gets that one. Deflected there by the Orioles, picked up by Chaska, breaking down on the right side. Taken away momentarily by the Orioles, now back out into the top of the box, or middle of the box, I should say, on the outer edge. And then crossing attempt goes past everyone for an Oriole throwing. Great look there. That ball played back, but the Orioles get it, and then they lose control. Breaking down the left side, played into the middle, intercepted by St. Louis Park. Played out wide. Orioles controlling the ball, playing out wide to the near side. Up the line, lets that one run through. And it's going to be another throw-in for Chaska.
Number 15, Andrew
Substitution
Cleve,
into
and
the game,
16,
Andrew Cleve
Joshua
and Joshua St.
are
in
now in
for
the game
Chaska.
for Chaska.
Headers controlled by Chaska, and then finally a pass and attempt is blocked by the Orioles and sent out for a throw-in. And it's going to be out for another throw. Chaska's come out on the front foot for this entire match and continue to pressure St. Louis Park. And the ball all the way across, sends it back to outside defender. And now they play it back to the keeper and start the counter attack on the outside left. Man breaking there, he timed his run well. Played it into the box. Sent across. Still in control of Chaska, and the Orioles take it away. Tried to go through two defenders. But Chaska got it, couldn't control it as it went just across the touchline. That one looked out. Yep, it's out. And we'll have an Oriole throw in. Another throw in for St. Louis Park. Centers it into the middle of the field. Both players pushing off with their arms, no foul called. And that one blocked by St. Louis Park over the press box area, out, I believe, out onto the grassy area outside of the stadium. Out of touch, and it's thrown for St. Louis Park. Good ball control there by number 10, Corrales Castro. Plays it up on the left wing. Well, bounces off the Orioles. He gets it back. And then finally St. Louis Park gets it to clear it out over the touchline for a throw-in for Chaska. There's another look at it right there. One goes out, and it's going to be a goal kick for St. Louis Park. Substitutions coming in for Chaska High School. 9, Gil Huerta Rodriguez. Number 12, Eddie Valencia.
Valencia are now in the game for the Hawks.
Orioles play it wide, cross deep in their territory, carrying out. Tried to drop it back, but that pass came off his foot wrong, and the ball was stolen by Chaska. And the ball is taken away by St. Louis Park, and again, the pass not on target, and so it was picked up by Chaska, but the Orioles regain it again. He has a man open wide on the left. He chooses finally to pass it to him. Sends it all the way across field, but well, they tried to intercept it. Both of them sort of backed off on the ball, and now the Orioles tried to come up on the far side, but it was knocked out by Chaska, and we'll have an Oriole throw-in and a couple of substitutions coming in for St. Louis Park.
Number 10, Braden Schultz.
Braden Schultz, number 10 and 24, Jack Thompson
are now in the game
for St.
for
Louis
the
Park.
Orioles.
Cleared out by Chaska, throwing for the Orioles.
Number 13, Murgison, is back in for St. Louis Park.
St. Louis Park. Arjuna Murgison is in for the Orioles. Ball played into the middle, now drop back. Deflected there. Bounce around, and now the Orioles try to play it up on the far left. They do. Goes out of touch. If that pass had connected with his players up front,
Reminder
it would have
fans
been
that coming up
offside,
at
but
halftime will be
didn't
the
come near
senior
there.
night recognition ceremony. 9
Ball
seniors
on the
and their
far
parents
right,
will be
sends
recognized.
it deep, but unable to keep it in, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Also, some members of the junior varsity team and their
1-0 the
parents
score in
will
favor of
also
Chaska
be
with
recognized.
18 minutes remaining in the first half. Throwing a little too long for his teammate, and the Orioles recover it. Taken away. There's a long shot. Was going to go wide, but the goalkeeper decided to go get it, and he kept it in right near the goal line, and they go on the counter. Race for the ball. Orioles get it, and they play it out of touch. The Oriole defense has settled down quite a bit since that early 3-minute goal. It still getting pressured highly by Chaska, and there's a foul called for a push from behind by Chaska, and it's going to be an Oriole free kick. Long ball. Keeper comes out of his box, gets it out to the middle of the field, partially heading it, and then the Orioles almost had possession. There's a chance coming up on the near side. Cutting it back, plays it across, top of the box area, and then a chip shot in. Not a lot on it by Lesky. Orioles play it back to the goalkeeper. Smith one touches it back out near midfield. A little tie up there out on top of the penalty area, but the Orioles were able to block off the Hawk player, and the goalkeeper came out and grabbed it. Ball played back to the keeper. And it's a throw in for Chaska. Orioles tried to intercept it. Did enough to get it away from Chaska player. Sent it across the field and plays it outside. And he sends an overlapping runner on the right. Here comes a player. He's going to be offside, though, and there's the whistle. It was a good idea, but he was a good 3 yards, I believe, offside. 2-3 yards, as you can see there. Geddes plays it out to the left back. Intercepted by St. Louis Park. it back to the center back. Cuts across and plays it outside to the left defender. Oh, finds the man open. I believe he was onside. Well, maybe not. No. Referee calls it offside. Let's another look at it. It was very close, but so another free kick for Chaska. It was out of touch and going to be an Oriole throw-in. Headed forward. Kept by the Orioles and then finally headed out again. Opportunity for the Orioles near the top of the penalty area, but neither player could get the ball. Now here comes Chaska. Knocked that one away from St. Louis Park. Looking for an open man. There he finds him. Plays it back. And dropped it back to the center back. He sends it out wide on the right. Headed away by Chaska. And a good defensive play there to prevent a breakaway. And now here comes another. It was a good chance by Chaska, but the touch put it out of touch. Park is throwing. Just missing the skip header. Trying to find a teammate, drops it back on the outside. And it's knocked away by Chaska. And here they come. 2-on-1. Center back is there. Plays it back and turns it outside. Orioles able to maintain possession here. Up near the midway, or midline. The ball tried to play it in the box, but it was broken up by Chaska. There's a shot, and that goes wide, and it's going to be a goal kick for Chaska. Substitutions coming in for Chaska.
11, Oaxaca. Number 12, Valencia. 20, Adams. And number 21, Marco Betancourt Soda are all in the game for Chaska.
Too many numbers for me to catch all by myself here, so I did catch 5 and 20, which is Peterson and Adams. And a save by the keeper. Under 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. 1-0 score. Chaska in the lead. Good ball played down the near touch line, but and the referee is signaling out of touch.
Attention, senior parents. Please report to the entrance gate to get ready for the senior night recognition ceremony. Once again, senior parents, please report to the entrance gate to get ready for the senior night recognition ceremony.
Comes a throw in deep in the box, but keeper did a nice job going up and getting it. That was Geddes. Just over the head of the Oriole player. It was Bleski, I believe. And a skip header by St. Louis Park goes back into their defensive end. Played in the box, tried to get it out, did, but finally a carom off a Chaska player resulted in the Orioles getting the ball and getting it out to the midfield area. Played down the touchline, and it is out, and it's going to be a throw-in for Chaska. Chaska maintains control in Oriole zone. Headed away by St. Louis Park, but Chaska gains it right back. And then knocked out off of Chaska, Oriole throw in. And a block by the Orioles. Caroms to another Oriole player, and then they play it to the overlapping player on the outside. Working hard, being pushed, and the referee finally calls the push after about 3 or 4 pushes, trying to win the ball back. And the Oriole player is down. Well, he got tripped actually and caught the top of his left foot. Here comes a free kick. Loose ball. And the shot was taken by Sanchez Sandoval, but it was up high and wide. Well, the Orioles have had some chances here, but they haven't been on target. Defense plays it up on their left side or right side. And it's out. Oriole throw in. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Tangleson to take the throw. Oh, that may have been 18, Engenberg. Ball played across the field, headed out by Chaska, and it's an Oriole throw-in. There's another look at it coming up here. Looked like the Orioles, number 10, Schultz, wanted a throw or a foul called, but and that's what they ended up calling it. In the box, knocked out. And the ball was sent down into the Chaska end. Long ball. Battle for the ball. The Orioles win it. Clear it up and out to the right side. It stays in though. And now throw-in is awarded to Chaska. Clearing attempt and went off the back side of the player's foot. And it's going to be substitution coming in here on the throw-in.
Number 4, Brett Middleton enters the game for St. Louis Park.
Middleton subs back in for the Orioles. Clearing into the Chaska zone. And it's out of touch, and it's a throw-in for St. Louis Park. Another throw for the Orioles. Header attempt was missed by St. Louis Park, and Chaska plays it out. Beats one defender. Beats him again. Cuts to the middle. Controlling ball. Chaska in the Orioles zone. Tipped away there by the Orioles, but maintained control by Chaska. Now he's open for the shot, and a nice save there by the Oriole goalkeeper. Wesley Smith came up with the save from right out in front. And now we got a timeout called. Here's another look at that.
8, Robles returns to the game for the Hawks.
And then the Orioles did a good job of clearing it after the save by Smith. Number 7, Chaska St is down on the field for Chaska. The clock stopped with 1:45 remaining in the first half. It's been a pretty even match, a little more ball control or time of possession, I should say, by Chaska, but the Orioles have come back strong after giving up that early goal. And the referee's going to drop the ball here for the Oriole keeper. I'm sorry, not the Oriole keeper, the Hawks keeper. Long conversation going on there to drop the ball. Played out wide by Chaska. Orioles break it up, try to send a breaking attacker, but couldn't get it to him, and now a long clearing kick by the goalkeeper. That goes out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for St. Louis Park near midfield. Block pass by Chaska. They come away with it. Now a long ball down. An easy save
1
for
minute
Smith.
remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
Throw in for St. Louis Park. Headed towards the end line and then kept in from going out of the goal line, so it's a throw in for the Orioles. And another one knocked away by Chaska with 30 seconds remaining in the first half of the match. throw-in coming up for Chaska. Orioles steal it. And knocked away by Chaska. We're down to just 5 seconds remaining here. And Geddes comes out to grab it.
Halftime score, the Chaska Hawks 1,
The end
the
of the
St. Louis
first
Park
half with
Orioles
Chaska
0.
scoring early in the game.
Here's a summary of
1-0.
the first half. There was one goal
And it was
scored by
Jeffis,
Chaska's
or
number
Steffes
22,
rather,
Jacob Steffes,
scoring
at
in the
June
3rd minute.
55. Ladies and gentlemen,
Now
tonight
we're going
is
to have senior
at
night
St. Louis
presentations,
Park
and I'm
High
assuming
School.
we're going to stay for
Tonight,
that here.
12 varsity seniors and 7 junior varsity seniors will be recognized. These 19 fine young athletes have devoted the last 3 to 4 years of their time, talent, and dedication to the St. Louis Park High School boys soccer program. And here to recognize these fine young athletes is Don Ryan.
Thanks for joining us tonight on senior night. We will start with the JV players. Pawal Hawaya, Abdul Hafiz Isa,
Just waiting here for the players to get in range, and then we'll have the presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your St. Louis Park senior class soccer players. We are going to start with the varsity players. Bjorn Bleski,
As you've heard, Bjorn Bleski was the first player introduced there.
Marco Cucci,
And now Marco Cucci, number 3.
Jacob Einenberg,
Number 18, Jacob Einenberg.
Lex Lee,
Number 11, Lex Lee.
Raul Sanchez,
17, Raul Sanchez Sandoval.
Brady Schultz.
Number 10, Braden Schultz.
Wesley Smith.
And the goalkeeper, number 0, Wesley Smith.
Rebel Tefera.
Number 20, Robel Tefera.
Jack Thompson.
Number 24, Jack Thompson.
Beckett Truitt.
Number 2, let me take that back. Number 5, Beckett Truitt.
John Tuitt.
Number 2, John Tuitt.
Saul Ziss.
Number 14, solves this.
Pawal Habia.
Number 12, Paulo Habia.
Abdul Hafiz Isa.
Number 30, Abdul Bisa.
Daniel Morley.
Number 17, Raul Sanchez Sandoval.
Jair Romero. Sam Strobel Pleiner.
Number 16, Sam Strobel Minor.
Zach Vandermeus Siddiqui.
And number 99, Zach Vanderbilt Siddiqui.
And finally, Daniel Zilka.
And number 19, Daniel Zilka.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a round of applause for our collective senior soccer players here at St. Louis Park High School.
Okay, and we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back
Thank
with
you,
the
Don.
second half of the
And we
action
wish these fine young
right
athletes
after
the
this
best of luck
announcement.
in the remainder of the season. And
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
And we're back for the second half of tonight's boys soccer match between Chaska and St. Louis Park. The score 1-0, Chaska in the lead. In the first half, a quick goal in the first 3 minutes by Steffes of Chaska, which made it 1-0. And after that, it was a pretty much back and forth match. Maybe a little edge in the action to Chaska, but not that much. But the Orioles are going to see if they can change the way things go here and get off on their front foot here to start the second half. So we're about ready for the kickoff. And we're off and running. And they're not a bunch of horses, but that was the first thing that came to my mind. Ball played up on the far side. Tries to go around a couple defenders, but then it's knocked away, but recovered by the Orioles. Headed away by Chaska. And now the Orioles had it in control at midfield. Out wide. Schultz. Played across top of the box area, but a nice defensive job there by Chaska, not allowing him to get the shot off. And now they're coming on the counterattack. The defender broke it up there and then lost it to his other defender, but then finally they were able to clear it out of touch for a throw-in once again for Chaska. Headed away by the Orioles, top of the box area. We got a Hornet visiting us. I didn't think we were playing the Diner today. And hopefully he'll find his way out of the press box. And we got a foul call. Long kick into the penalty area headed, and a save there by Geddes. Here comes Chaska down the right side, knocked away by the Orioles, and foul is called against Chaska, so it's going to be an Oriole free kick. Oh yes, trip there, you can see it on the replay. And referee almost blew the whistle there on that little hip check, but it really didn't do much harm. And now throw-in coming for Chaska. Chaska top of the box. Shot. And a beautiful goal. Upper right corner. And that one comes in the 44th minute of the match. And the goal was scored by number 10, Corrales Castro.
Scoring for Chaska, number 10, Christopher Corrales Castro. The assist goes to number 17, Aiden Duwallen. Time of the goal, 43-20.
An assist was
Corrales
awarded to
Castro
number
from
17,
Duwallen at
Duwallen.
43-20.
And it's now 2-0 in favor of the Hawks. And just like the first half with the early goal, Chaska comes back with an early one here in the second half. And offside is called. Throwing coming up for St. Louis Park on an errant pass by Chaska. And substitution coming into the match for Chaska.
Number 2, Sebastian Layton
Layton
enters the
will enter
game
for
Chaska.
Hawks. And out-muscled for the ball was the Orioles, as Corrales Castro was able to win it. And there's a foul called, knocking down the Oriole player. Another look at it right here. Yeah, he clipped the back of his ankle. Maintaining control. Loose ball's picked up by St. Louis Park, played out wide on the right. Couldn't control it, and Chaska took it. But the Orioles gain it back, and now that's knocked away by the Hawks, and again by the Orioles, this time for a throw-in for Chaska. Chaska keeps control and then slips away from them, and the Orioles get the ball, but it goes right back to Chaska. Orioles again. And it's cleared out. And a throw-in coming up for Chaska. That deflected off the Oriole player. So pull back by the Orioles. A block. And the ball played down deep. Headed by the Orioles. Able to keep it in as the overlapping halfback. Trips there over the Chaska player. They go into the corner, and Chaska, I believe, last touched it before it went out. Play is continuing. Thought it went out, it didn't. Orioles play out wide. Ooh, that would have been offside had that gotten through. And it's an Oriole throw-in. Oh, good through ball. Shot, and they score! In the 8th minute of the second half, 48th minute of the game. I believe it's number... Can't pick up his number there. Number 17 for the Orioles. That's Raul Sanchez Sandoval.
Scoring for St. Louis Park, number 17, Raul Sanchez Sandoval.
And that puts the Orioles right back into the match with 32 minutes left.
Sanchez Sandoval at 47-58.
Well, there's a foul just outside the penalty area, so it'll be a free kick coming up. You'll see it right here. There it is, yeah. Undercut him. And the referee marches off to 10 yards. Headed away by the Orioles, and it's going to be a corner kick. It was a good defensive play by the Orioles. Wasn't sure if the keeper would be able to get that ball cleanly and not give up a rebound. There's another header away. And finally, it's kicked out of danger by St. Louis Park. And the ball sent into the penalty area again. Keeper comes out. He's crashed into by number 10, Corrales Castro. Foul called on Castro, and we'll have a free kick coming up for the Orioles. Headed there by the St. Louis Park team. And a foul is called against St. Louis Park. Ball sent long, and it's going to be a goal kick coming up for St. Louis Park.
Number 3, Cucci. 5, Beckett, Truitt, and 22, Anklam, and now in
St.
the
Louis
game.
Park substitutions
for
in
St.
the match.
Louis Park.
Cucci, number 3, number 5, Beckett Truitt, and I believe he's number 22, Owen Anklam. Kept in by the Hawks. They win that clearing attempt. Now into the top of the box again. A great save by Wesley Smith as he comes way out to block that shot attempt. Orioles getting a little loose on their defensive play of players in the box. So we got a corner kick coming up here for Chaska. Headed out wide of the goal by Chaska, and we'll have a goal kick coming up for St. Louis Park. There's another look at it coming up here. Header attempt wide by number 6, Bennett Adams. The Orioles send it back to try and get a counterattack going. It's headed by Chaska back into the Orioles zone, and now the Orioles will clear their zone. Little header volleyball here as the ball goes back and forth, and finally it's a throw-in for Chaska. Orioles a little slow on getting there. Chaska was able to send it in deeper, and then it goes off of the Orioles for a throw-in. Kept in by Chaska. The Orioles get a foot on it, and it goes out, and we're going to have the corner kick. Well, I thought we were having corner kick. I guess they called it out over the touchline first. Substitutions into the match are 14, Aiden Pals, and 15, Andrew Cleef coming
Return to the
in
game for Chaska.
Chaska. Kept in by Chaska. Goes around one defender, and we're going to have a goal kick. Oriole drops it back. Sends to a player down the middle, lays it off for him, breaking on the left side. I believe Chaska's going to get there first, plays it back to their keeper, and that's cleared out to the midfield. Here come the Orioles again, just trying to get it down the middle once again, but the defense read it. And now a foul called against St. Louis Park. And we're going to have a free kick for Chaska. Play it back to the keeper. Geddes sends it down, long downfield. Nice battle for the ball. The Orioles come away with it, and finally a foul is called against Chaska. So free kick for the Orioles. There he was grabbing him, and he tripped them both. And kick by the Orioles, headed forward, knocked away, and they're calling a handball, I believe. So free kick for the Orioles, 26 yards away from the goal. The referee's telling him to wait for the whistle before he takes the kick. He's going to back up the wall. Cheated up just a step or so, and so referee backed him up once again. Now we're ready to go. There's the whistle. Shot. Oh, just over the top of the goal by the Orioles.
Number 7, Chaska Sanchez, and 9, Puerto Rodriguez are back in for the Hawks.
Chaska substitutions, Chaska Sanchez and Huerta Rodriguez into the game for Chaska. And substitutions for St. Louis Park.
Number
Saul's
14
and
Saul
number
Zisk
16, I
and
believe,
16
Grayson
Ball are now in the game for the Orioles.
Corner kick for St. Louis Park. They're giving it to the goalkeeper. Goal kick.
Number 5 Peterson returns to the game for
And Chaska
Chaska.
substitution, number 5, Cooper Peterson. And Orioles steal the ball, play it up on the left side. The Orioles get there first, and then the defender clears it out of touch, so it's a throw-in for St. Louis Park. Cuts it back on the defender, tries to go around him, and he can't control it, and it's going to be another goal kick coming up for Chaska. 2-1 the score with 21 1/4 minutes remaining in the match. If the Orioles should tie this game, there is no overtime this year in high school soccer, except for playoffs. There's the ball played down the middle, but the keeper's going to get there first. Geddes picks it up. A nice move there by Chaska to control that ball. And now it's knocked out, and it's going to be a corner kick. Oh, deflected, and that's going to be an own goal off the Oriole defender. And that one's in the 21st minute of the half, so at the 61-minute mark. Oh, no, it wasn't an own goal. It came off the Orioles, I believe, but then I can't tell what number. I think it was maybe number 5 in the 61st minute.
Scoring for Chaska, number 5, Cooper Peterson. Time of the goal, 60:08. Peterson at 6:00:08.
And then now a foul called on Chaska. Now the Orioles have their work really cut out for them with under half of the second half remaining, and they're down by 2. And offsides there by the Orioles. And they blew that out of touch, and it's a throw-in for St. Louis Park. And he stops the clock. Not sure what the confusion was, but now we have
Number 4,
substitution.
Wilson, and 16, Pacina are back in for the Hawks. 15, Mateo is back in for the
For the
Orioles.
Orioles, number 15, Gail Mateo back in. And for the Hawks, number 4, Adam Wilson, number 16, Pacina back in. All called against St. Louis Park. And the keeper's going to come all the way out. Get it? Now the referee stops the clock once again. And restarts it. Orioles get it upfield, get it out of their end zone. Drop it back for support and then try to play it ahead, but it was blocked there by Chaska, and they're coming on the counterattack now. Broken up by St. Louis Park. And a nice job there by Truitt to keep it in play. And there's a hard check by Truitt. Or no, I'm sorry, that was number 6, John Ryan. Free kick. Chaska headed away by the Orioles. And here comes Chaska again, driving towards the penalty area, but knocked away by St. Louis Park. And they're coming on the counterattack. Got a man, he had a man on the right and one up the left, but dropped it back into the middle. And here comes the Orioles. I believe they're playing an advantage. Here's the shot towards the goal. Ball comes loose. And they score! I believe number 15 for St. Louis Park. In the 24th minute. There's the ball coming loose.
Number 7, Proust, and 19, Lucas Tangleson.
In the 64th
Now in
minute,
the game
it's
for St. Louis
3-2.
Park. Scoring
And a
for
nice
St. Louis
job by
Park,
Mateo.
Number 15, Gail Mateo. Time of the goal, 63-54. Mateo at 63-54.
Mateo got just enough on it. 2 defenders out front were both of them just fanned on it or couldn't reach it. So it's back to a 1-goal game, and the Orioles have plenty of time to do it. 16 minutes left. There's a tackle, and it's be against St. Louis Park. And that's Mateo. And he's up, and it's going to be a free kick for Chaska. And the Orioles knock it out of touch. Throwing Chaska. Headed into the box area. Broken up by the Orioles and played outside. Kept in nicely. Mateo plays it back inside. Here's a ball breaking down the far right side. Orioles get there first. Put it into the box, but it's saved there by Geddes. Anklam had that opportunity to put it out in front. See him winning the race down the line, but couldn't get it out far enough in front. Ball picked up there by the Oriole keeper, throws it out wide, downfield. And throw in for Chaska. And substitutions coming into the match.
Number 9, Puerto Rodriguez. 11, Oaxaca. 14, Pals. And number 21, Betancourt Soda. Return to the game
Multiple
for
substitutions for
Chaska.
Chaskas. Oh, a lot of pressure on the Orioles, and here comes a long shot. It's deflected and picked by Smith. And the Orioles once again. Oh, he has a man on the outside. Is he onside? No, it's offsides is the call. Good idea, but Mateo plays it up there, and you can see he's a good couple of yards offside. That was Marco Cucci. Hawks throw in. Headed there, connects up, but the Orioles steal it. A nice job there to keep control. Has a man, yep, he plays it out to him on the right side, back inside, and then playing it outside. And it's a throw in for Chaska. It was Park throw. 12 and a half minutes left. bodying him and knocking him down. Mateo. So now the Orioles get the free kick. John Ryan will take it. High ball. Oh, just over the top of one Oriole attacker. And they score! And the Orioles in the 39th or 29th minute of the second half. 69th minute of the match. Let's see if we can see what the number 14 to 15. Mateo from number 14. This. And we are now tied at 3.
Scoring for St. Louis Park, his second goal of the game, number 15, Gail Mateo. The assist goes to number 14, Saul This.
So now both teams will have to battle for the next almost 12 minutes because there is no overtime this year.
6-8-0-8. Number 9, George Blesky, and 17, Sanchez Sandoval are now in the game for the Orioles.
And there's the whistle to blow the kickoff, or to start the kickoff. Mateo with the ball. Plays it around the defender, but they're going to call the defender for a foul. I'd like to see that one again. I didn't see the contact, but I'm a long way away from the play. Here we go again. That's after the foul was called. There's a free kick. Orioles there to head it, and it's going wide for a goal kick. And kicked out by Chaska, throwing Orioles. Drop it back, send it back to the center defender. Laid up deep on the left side. It's headed twice by the Chaska player. And now a chance for a break for Chaska. The ball was played just far enough outside. Oh, and that shot went off the goal crossbar, I believe. And now a clearing attempt is blocked out by Chaska, and we'll have a throw-in for St. Louis Park. There's another look at the ball. Yeah, right off the crossbar. Orioles seem to have had a lot of luck coming down on this near side. They may want to attack from this side once again. Oh, double team there, and Chaska takes it over. There's a race for the ball. Drop it back. Orioles closing it down, plays it out wide. Crossing it back over and out of danger by St. Louis Park. Good battle for the ball. St. Louis Park's getting pushed, but the referee lets it go. He doesn't want to be the one that determines the outcome of the score late in the game here. There's a nice a chance to attack, but broken up and is going both ways, and then finally the Orioles knock it out of touch. Orioles knock it out again. 8.5 minutes remaining in the match. There was a handball, but the referee didn't see it. Deflections, the Orioles get it back, and he's taken down, and a free kick coming up for St. Louis Park. Long shot, tried and had it, but it was headed out by Chaska, and then blocked on the clearing attempt, so it's going to be, oh, they're saying that it's St. Louis Park ball. Must have been over the touch line when it hit the St. Louis Park player. There's another trip. The referee's letting more contact go right now. Steffes did a good job of breaking that up. Steffes there again, and he plays it off the Chaska player for an Oriole throw-in. That was Steffes was for Chaska. That's actually Anklin, number 22.
5, Peterson returns to the game for the Hawks.
There's the chance by St. Louis Park, but it's too far for the player coming up on the far side. Goal kick coming up. On ball. Orioles let it roll out of touch. And the ball sent back in by Chaska. Sent wide. Oh, the referee is calling a foul there. I don't know. I guess he could have called. Looked like he was trying to go around, so there's a charge in the back he should have called, and he didn't. And then it looks like he may have caught an elbow in the chest. Free kick goes over the goal. Free kick by St. Louis Park, or goal kick. Tried to keep it in, but the ball bounced back. Throw in, headed by the Orioles. Loose ball, and now a foul against St. Louis Park once again. Up 32 yards out from goal on the free kick for Chaska. Referee stopped the clock again for I'm not sure what reason. I've got another hornet on me. Shot bounces and two bouncer right to Smith. By the Orioles. Good solid defense. Played up the middle. I think the cross was a little late. It went out anyway. So goal kick coming up for St. Louis Park. 3.5 minutes remaining in the match. Orioles got it. Nice play by St. Louis Park. And here we go. Oh, nice foot save by the goalkeeper as Anklin was aiming for that far post, and he almost found it. There's another look at it right there. Anklin got it out there. Maybe could have gotten it out there a little bit more, but it was a great effort by Anklin and a great save by the goalkeeper. Orioles get possession. Matea. Defenders coming up. Orioles almost lost it there. Weren't prepared for the defender coming from behind. Now it's up to Matea again. He sends it back to the outside fullback. And up the line, and that's gonna, no, it's still in, and then finally cleared out. And it's gonna be, looks like he stopped to watch his clock again. Yellow card issued to Chaska, and that's number, is that 3? Can't tell what number that was.
Number 2, Linton is back in for Chaska.
I'm just going to say 3 because I can't see anybody else, so I thought it may have been that number. Under 2 minutes remaining in the match. Good defense there by the Orioles, and then finally Chaska lays it back to the outside, send it down the line. Not out, no, stays in. Chaska with the ball again, beats one defender, plays into the box, missed by the Oriole defense, missed again, and then finally they get it out, but right to a Chaska player. Man wide, plays it down long. That player was offside. He couldn't have gone after the ball. So the keeper's got it. Just over a minute remaining in
1 minute
the match.
remaining in the second half. 1 minute.
Ball's played out wide on the right. Passes it towards the far post, but nobody is there for St. Louis Park. That was Tangleson that played it out there. Now the ball's played up. The Orioles. The referee lets play go on. He said he's let a lot more physical play go in the last 10 minutes or so. We're down to 20 seconds and the clock is running. And now we got a whistle. Another yellow card, this time to number 22, I believe it is. That would be Steffes.
Number 9, Puerto Rodriguez returns to the game for the Hawks.
15 seconds remaining here. And we're going to have a goal kick for St. Louis Park. And Eigenberg sends it downfield. Chaska sends it out of play. And we'll throw in if time allows. It is. Orioles play it upfield, and there's the buzzer to sound the end this match. Score 3-1. Interesting match here. And St. Louis Park avoids getting another defeat, and Chaska gets their second tie for the season. Give you a quick recap of the match. In the first period, number 22 Stefan scored 3 minutes in to make it 1-0. Then in the 44th minute, Chaska number 10 Corrales Castro from number 17 Tulan scored to make it 2-0. Then in the 48th minute, St. Louis Park Sanchez Sandoval scored to make it 2-1 or 1-2. And then Chaska scored again. Number 5 Peterson in the 61st minute made it 3-1. Then St. Louis Park started their comeback. In the 64th minute, number 15 Mateo scored to make it 2-3. And then the 69th minute, number 15 Mateo again scores with the assist going to number 14 Zis to tie the game at 3-3. Only other stats were the Chaska had 2 yellow cards in the 78th minute, number 3 Schneider, and in the 80th minute, number 22 Steffes also had a yellow card. So, game that looked like it was going to be one-sided the way it started out, but St. Louis Park ended up giving Chaska a really tough battle, and it was a pretty even match, and the score indicated that as the final score ends up 3-3 here at St. Louis Park's senior night. And that's going to wrap it up for this game. This is Ira Gerwitz for ParkTV 16, and stay tuned for the girls match coming up right after this.